Hello guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Celebrity Click, and if this is the first time that you are tuning in, please remember to like this video, to share this video, to leave a comment, and most importantly, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support, thank you so much for your loyalty, and I highly appreciate you. I'm Betty, and please feel very much welcomed, and please let us continue growing this Celebrity Click community together. So guys, the Welses have actually planned to move to Forest Lodge by Christmas, and they seem very hell-bent on moving to Forest Lodge by Christmas, and it seems that there is nothing that is going to stop them from actually moving to their dream house, to their forever home. But apparently King Charles thinks that the Welses moving into Forest Lodge is actually very stupid, and he may have warned them against moving into Forest Lodge. But despite being warned, despite the royal advice, and despite King Charles not agreeing to the Welses moving into Forest Lodge, it seems that Prince William is not ready to listen to his father, and he will actually be continuing with his plans to move to Forest Lodge. And according to King Charles, the Welses moving into Forest Lodge will attract a lot of taxpayer scrutiny and bad public perception. And so he thinks that it is not advisable, and he actually advises the Welses against acquiring another property, as they already have other properties, and maybe for them moving into Forest Lodge it will seem very extravagant, and so that is why he is actually advising the Welses against moving into Forest Lodge. But guys, as I have told you, it seems that the Welses are not ready to listen to King Charles, because they want to move to Forest Lodge. As you know, they are saying that it is their forever home, and it is actually a fresh start for them, and especially for Kate Middleton after battling cancer. And so guys, you know that the Welses before Forest Lodge, they were actually eyeing Fort Belvedere, but you know what happened with Fort Belvedere? King Charles also didn't agree to that. King Charles also didn't agree to the Welses moving into Fort Belvedere, and the reason was that it was gonna cost a lot of money, a lot of millions and millions of pounds for renovations, and thus King Charles didn't allow them to move to Fort Belvedere, which was actually a bigger mansion, a very extravagant mansion even than the Forest Lodge. And I'm thinking that after King Charles actually didn't agree to the Welses moving into Fort Belvedere, that is how the Welses now maybe agreed that now maybe we should move to Forest Lodge. And their moving to Forest Lodge has raised a lot of speculations, and it has attracted a lot of backlash, because people are not understanding the reason as to why the Welses want to isolate themselves. Why is it that the Welses want to move in the middle of nowhere? And why is it that this is now their sixth home, and yet they have Kensington Palace, they have Adelaide Cottage? Why is it that they now want to move to Forest Lodge? Actually, this has attracted a lot of negative criticism towards the Welses, but it is a they don't seem to mind about the criticism. For them, it is like they are very hell-bent on moving to the Forest Lodge. They so much want to move to Forest Lodge, and that is because they are saying it is for their fresh start, and as I have told you, especially for Kate Middleton after battling cancer. And people are finding this to be very hypocritical, guys, because who actually requires a new home for a fresh start? Does it mean that cancer patients, after going through cancer treatment, you have to move to a new house to be able to have a fresh start? So that actually is portraying that the Welses are very hypocritical, and they are only pretending, and they are only using the cancer card for them to be able to move to the Forest Lodge without anyone criticizing them, without anyone asking questions. But actually, the fact that they actually announced their movement plans on the VJ Day after they actually missed the big moment, after they didn't even attend the VJ Day, is what actually attracted a lot of backlash, because people saw that these people are very, very hypocritical. Why is it they didn't even care to attend the VJ Day to honor and to commemorate the veterans, and yet they were only vacationing? And as if that was not enough, they went ahead and announced their movement plans. So that is what actually caused a lot of backlash. And also the fact that this is actually their sixth home, and this is not the first time that they are calling home that they are going to move into as their forever home. And also, guys, the fact that King Charles finds their movement plans to be stupid, and he may have actually warned them against moving into Forest Lodge, actually shows that there is a big rift between King Charles and his son Prince William. And this has actually been proven by the fact that he also didn't agree to the Wolsey's moving into Fort Belvedere. So this only shows that there is a rift between King Charles and Prince William. Otherwise, King Charles wouldn't be putting all these restrictions and not allowing Prince William to move into another home. And I also find Prince William to be very, very entitled. Why is it that he wants another home? Why are they using Kate Middleton's cancer as their excuse to move to Forest Lodge? Why do they have to play the cancer card? That only means that they know that they are not doing something which is good, and they know what they are doing is actually going to raise a lot of questions, and that is why they are trying to use Kate's cancer as their excuse. That is why they are trying to use the cancer card, so that maybe people can sympathize with them and not question their actions. But people already know that the Welses are entitled, and the fact that they are moving now to Forest Lodge, a place which is very secluded, a place which is isolated, only raises more and more questions. Why is it that they want to move to a place which is isolated? Why is it that they now want to move to Forest Lodge despite them having all the other homes? And this is actually their sixth home. So this only proves that they are entitled. Why is it now they are saying that the Adelaide Cottage is so modest for them, and now they want to move into the 8-bedroom mansion, which is the Forest Lodge? And the fact that before they were eyeing the Fort Belvedere only proves that the Wolseys have been wanting so much to live in a mansion. And that is why after King Charles didn't approve of them moving into Fort Belvedere, that is why they now plans on moving to Forest Lodge. And actually, I wonder what they are going to do now, because it is like King Charles doesn't approve of them moving to Forest Lodge, and I'm guessing that for them to be able to move to the Forest Lodge, they must have the king's approval. But now the king doesn't agree, and he actually finds the idea and the plans to be very, very stupid, because he also thinks that it is gonna cost a lot of money for renovations. And we all know that even after the Wolseys used the taxpayers' money for renovations, it is not like they are going to live in the Forest Lodge forever. We know that even if they are saying that this is their forever home, we actually doubt that, because in the near future Prince William will actually be king, and maybe he will have to move into Buckingham Palace. And as we have seen, the Wolseys, they really want to live in a prestigious place. So I'm guessing they would want to move into Buckingham Palace. So definitely the Forest Lodge is not actually their forever home. And my point is, I don't know if the Wolseys are still going to move into Forest Lodge even after King Charles declines them, even after King Charles doesn't approve of them moving to Forest Lodge. Are they going going to defy the king and move into Forest Lodge, or what are they going to do? Because as I started by telling you, the Wolsey seems very hellbound on moving to Forest Lodge. They so much want to move into that mansion. So I actually don't know what they are going to do, because apparently King Charles doesn't agree and doesn't approve of them moving into Forest Lodge. So the big question is, the giant question is, what are the Wolseys going to do? Are they going to defy King Charles, or what are they going to step back and stay at Adelaide Cottage and continue staying at Adelaide Cottage? But as I have told you, there also seems to be a very big rift between King Charles and Prince William, and also you know that there is also a bad relationship between Prince William and also Queen Camilla. So definitely the Kensington Palace and the Buckingham Palace are actually at war with each other. So what are the Wolseys gonna do? So guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and please let me know what are your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think the Wolseys are going to do? And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and please stay tuned for my next video.